The Balfour Declaration. In this video, we're going to learn what exactly is the Balfour Declaration, why it happened, who was involved, and when it happened. The Balfour Declaration was a significant statement issued during World War I by the British government. It was a public pledge that expressed the British support for establishing a national home for Jewish people in Palestine. The British promised Jews a country and Palestinians independence. Why did they do this? What benefit are they getting to give Jews a home in Palestine? Well, the primary reason was to weaken the Ottoman Empire. During World War I, the Ottoman Empire sided with Germany and Austria-Hungary, which were the Central Powers, against Britain and its allies. The declaration could be seen as a way to undermine the Ottoman control in the region. Another reason they did this was to win Jewish support for Britain's World War I effort, particularly the communities in America and Russia. Britain also saw Palestine as a territory of influence after the war, and a Jewish population beholden to them is advantageous. That means that if they give the Jews a home in Palestine, then they will owe them later on. Who was involved? Arthur Balfour was the British Foreign Secretary, and he's the one who wrote the declaration in form of a letter. David Lloyd George was the Prime Minister of Britain during World War I. He made the ultimate decision to issue the declaration because he's the Prime Minister. Lionel Walter Rothschild was the leader of the British Jewish community. The Balfour Declaration was addressed to him for the transmission to the Zionist Federation of Great Britain. Chaim Weizmann was the leading figure for the Zionist movement who actively lobbied the British government for support in establishing the Jewish homeland, which means that Britain didn't have the idea of this declaration on their own. They were pressured by the Jewish community. When did this happen? It happened on 2nd of November 1917, right in the middle of World War I. The Zionist movement, who were advocating for a Jewish homeland, saw an opportunity. They lobbied the British government, hoping for support in establishing a Jewish state in Palestine. This aligned with British goals of weakening the Ottomans and potentially gaining a future ally in the region. So the summary of this declaration is that it declared support for the establishment of a national home for Jewish people. It happened because Britain wanted to weaken the Ottoman Empire and gain a potential ally. It was authored by Arthur Balfour, who was the British Foreign Secretary, and it was addressed to Lionel Walter Rothschild, who was a leader in the British Jewish community. This drama happened right in the middle of World War I.